Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Let's go over the verse for Cruel Summer. It looks like this. Fever dream high in the quiet of the night, you know that I caught it. Killing me slow, out the window, always waiting for you to be waiting below. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes. What doesn't kill me makes me want you more, and it's new. Now, the benefits to learning this is we are working on alternate picking between different string sets. We are going to be working on our palm muting and our palm muting accents. We're going to learn the bass line to this song, and we're going to be able to sing and play this at the same time. So let's dive right into it. Now, a quick note about riffs like this in general is that I'm not super concerned about learning the riff with 100% accuracy all the time, especially as I'm singing and playing this at the same time. If you wanted to, you don't have to play this bass line at all. You could just do the chords that are written above as it's written. But what's really cool about learning a part like this is that it can really distinguish between the verses and the choruses, because the verses are more of a down dynamic and the bass line is more authentic to the song. And then when you come in with the chorus with the big strums, then it can feel really big in those when you're playing this live. So that's kind of why we're learning this anyway. But you don't have to learn this if you don't want to, but we're going to. So another quick note is that anytime that there is a chord change that's on the and of 4, you can try to make it easier by moving it to the downbeat of the following bar. But this is what I hear in the recording that they're doing. And the final note is that the structure of this verse is an AAAB format. So what we're doing is we're doing the first A, then we're doing the second A because the singing is a little bit different. And then we're going to do the B section where it's just 2 chords, and that's going to help us transition into the chorus. One more final note is that if you haven't gotten this accent pattern down from the intro video, I would highly recommend that you go back and practice it and get comfortable with it before we do this, because I'm primarily just going over how to play the different notes today, and we're not going to worry so much about going through the pattern itself. We're going to do that in the practice video. To get started, we have many different ways to play these different notes. We have the D note right here, which is going to be the 5th fret on the A string, is how I would recommend that you play it. And I recommend that you use either your pinky finger or your ring finger to do that. I've been a huge fan of just using my pinky for most of this bass line. And so just try playing this with me. As your pinky finger or your ring finger is playing this note, the other fingers are going to be muting the strings. My middle finger is the one that's primarily responsible for muting the low E string. So just practice this with me. Again, we're just doing palm mutes, down and ups, not worried about any of the accent pattern right now. And now I recommend that you take whatever finger is on the 5th fret of the A string and slide up 2 frets to your E note, which is the 7th fret on the A string. Let's do the same thing. What's great about having most of this bass line be on one string is that you don't have to worry so much about the string switching right now. A few more, and done. And then what you're going to do is take, there's many different ways that you can do the fingering for this riff. What I like to do is take either the pinky or the ring finger that's here and slide down to the 4th fret on the A string, which is going to be your C sharp note. And the reason why I like to do either ring or pinky here is because now I'm still muting the strings, but you can see that my first finger right here is hovering right over that 2nd fret, which is where we're going to go next. And stop. And then you're going to use your first finger to play the 2nd fret on the low E string like this. As I'm playing this note, I'm on the pad of this finger, and the flesh of this finger is slightly touching the other strings. But my picking hand is not going across all 6 strings like this. It's primarily just focusing on this string here, which is how we're working on the alternate picking. So now let me show you an alternate way to play this riff. Now instead of playing the 5th fret on the A string, you could do the open fret on the D string right here. That's a D note. Then you can do the 2nd fret on the D string, because that's an E note. There's no easy substitutions for the 4th fret right here, so I'm going to leave it as is. If you really wanted to, you could also do the 4th fret on the D string. That could be a substitute. Now the reason I like playing with the A string better is because I don't have to worry as much about the string switching. But if you are more comfortable with the open strings, then you have more strings to worry about muting. So now you have these 2 to worry about instead of just the 1. But you have the open string here. And then I'd recommend that you use your 1st finger to play the 2nd fret on the D string. Then you can use your pinky to play that C sharp note right here. And then you can use your pointer to play. Or if you want to really go to that high one, then you can do open, 2nd fret, ring finger, and then that frees up your pinky finger to play the 4th fret on the D string. Maybe if you wanted some variety in the bass line, then you could do that. But let's practice going through these different notes very slowly together. Not super worried about switching on the and a 4, not worried about the accent pattern, just switching between the notes. So very slowly, each note gets a bar, like 1, 2, 3, 4, about that fast. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, to E, C sharp, and to F sharp. Let's do a count in. 1, 2, ready, go. To E, to C sharp, to F sharp. Let's do it 2 more times. 1, 2, ready, go. And what I recommend is that if you're doing it that top pathway, then when you do the E note, which is the 2nd fret on the D string, you have your middle finger touching these 2 strings here, and you're laying flat, so that way these other strings are muted here. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. And now let's do it one more time, but this time after the F sharp, we're going to go back to the D, and then we're going to go to the E. And that's going to simulate like the B part of this verse. So 1, 2, start on the D. To E. To C sharp. To F sharp. Now we're going to go straight to the D right here, to E, and land on the A chord. All right, everybody. So this was the tutorial for the verse of Cruel Summer, and I'll see you in the practice video.